Yo, 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 yo. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? We getting live going over here. What's going on? Here we go. Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? What's the deal? What's going on, family? Peace and love. Happy Fortune and Freedom Friday. It's your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston, host of SR Daily. We are tuned in another Friday, episode 473 of SR Daily, just 27 episodes away from our next milestone. Episode 500 is coming up Tuesday, November 18th, man. It is a beautiful day, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. Fortune and Freedom Friday, wrapping up week 95. Wrapping up week 95 weeks on the air. Yo, Jack, what's going on? Peace, God, peace and love, young brother. How you doing? Hope you're well. Listen, I'm extremely proud of you, man. You are putting in work day in and day out. I'm watching you soar. I'm watching you thrive. I'm watching you take, what they say, kick ass and take names, King. I see you, brother. I see you. I respect you. And yeah, man, you taking off, brother. Keep going. Know that anything you want, you can have. Literally, the world is yours, man. You young, you golden. I mean, you got mindset is right. You know what I mean? Work ethic is right. Ain't no way to go but up, man. So whatever that means for you, brother, keep going and get it, man. Yo, here, episode 473. Today is a beautiful freaking day. We know what today is, man. Today we go to see the billboard, Grand Central Station. We're gonna talk more about that later. Super freaking excited, super stoked. Yeah, I'm here. Mona's here, and yeah, we already underway. You hear me? We already in the mood to celebrate greatness, to celebrate like monumental impact. But we're gonna get the show started, man. We got a lot we want to talk about today. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned in to episode 473 of SR Daily. Wrapping up another week, week 95 here on the show. Beautiful Friday, October 10th, 2025. Beautiful day. We're gonna start with first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a word of the day. Today's word is process. Process, as a noun, is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. Series of changes that work together to produce a particular result or a developing stage. Progress, to advance in the process of time. Now, as a verb, to process is to come to understand or accept something, especially a difficult emotion or personal situation, over the course of a period of time. So let's read one more time, two different definitions, a noun and as a verb. As a noun, process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. Series of changes that work together to produce a particular result or a developing stage. The process of childbirth, right? The process of a seed, right? Becoming a plant, a flower. The process of day to night, right? Changing from day to night. To advance in the process of time, right? To progress. As a verb, come to understand or accept, right? To process something. Something, especially a difficult emotion or personal situation. Financial challenges, health challenges, relationship challenges, housing challenges, health challenges, right? Weather challenges, stuff in the world. To process something, to come to understand, get a deeper understanding, or to accept something. The loss of a loved one, right? The fact that you're not making the same income that you used to make. The fact that you're not the same age that you used to be, and your body doesn't do the same things it used to do, right? To process something. Now, as you know, I think a lot of us, if we take this perspective, we're all like, we understand that it's a process to everything, right? Again, a seed sprouting, a baby being born, day to night and night back to day, right? The formation of the universe, right? It's all a process. The planets, the plants, like we can see process. We can see a process happening at all times. We are also always in the process. Again, TD Jakes, like he said that's the best. He said we are all always in the process. Process of what? The process of becoming. The process of becoming more. The process of becoming who we desire to be. The process of becoming who we want to be. Right? The process of becoming who we're meant to be. A lot of us, I think most humans at a young age know exactly who they want to be or have some type of idea of what they want to do. And then family, society, community, school, all of the things happen to like make you forget and to like make you believe that who you want to be, what you want to be, you can't be. It's not for you. It's for other people, but it's not for you based on your circumstance, the area that you live in, all of those things, education. It's not for you. Right? So we're all in the process of becoming. So now I'm reading this, you guys know I'm reading this book, Wisdom of the Ages from Dr. Wayne Dyer. And this essay I read this morning was on grief, and he shared similar perspective that I have, right? That I've come to just over recent years. He shared this back in, I think, '98. He wrote this book, right? So something that he's been aware of. He's a bit older than me, but I've come at a pretty good time in my 30s. What if we saw grief and loss as necessary events in the process of life, not as cataclysmic, right? Endings of something. Oh, the loss. My mom died. My dad died. Right. My girl left me. My ex-wife wanted to divorce me. Right. Grief, real stuff that causes emotion. But what if we saw it not as this thing that's terrible, shouldn't have happened, but as something that had to happen in the process of life to catapult us to something else? In the book, he said something so profound. He said, every low moment leads you to the next high moment. It gives you the energy. In your low moments, you get the necessary energy needed to propel yourself forward. And he used the concept of like jumping, long jumping track, right? As an example, he said, he said it was mad fun. He said, well, it's true that white men can't jump, but I was pretty good considering. He said, I would run and I would get real low to the ground, and it'll allow me to jump higher. It'll allow me to jump higher than the rest of my counterparts, right? But he had to get low. So he used that as an analogy. And running and jumping had to get low to then jump high over the hurdles. Same thing in life. Everything prepares you. Everything is a process. When I think we can gain an understanding that we are one with the universe, we are one with the divine, we are one with God, right? We are part and parcel. The part is part of the whole, not separate. We are one with God. We are one with that is eternal. If we can have that understanding, that perspective, that cosmic perspective, like Neil deGrasse Tyson spoke about in his book, Cosmic Perspectives, right? It's Starry Messenger, Cosmic Perspectives on Civilization, as he spoke about, right? If we can have that perspective that we are one, then we know that like every loss leads to a gain. Every dark night leads to a brighter day. Even if the brighter day doesn't come right after the dark night. It could be a dark night, then it could be a gloomy day, right? Then it'll be a dark night, then it could be a rainy day, then it could be a dark night, then it could be a snowy day. But eventually, the dark night will lead to a bright new sunny day. And at some point, the dark nights are going to lead to longer, sunnier, brighter, more vibrant days that have more plants and more beauty that are growing in abundance. Spring, winter to spring. The seasons, it's cyclical, it changes. But it always comes back to what it was. And it always moves forward to what it should be. So perspective is key. Not staying stuck. A lot of times we get stuck. I've gotten stuck in my emotion. I lost. It used to be so bad. I used to lose friends. Friends used to die. And it would take me weeks or months to like get back to a semi harmonious state. And even though then I don't think I was ever really in a good space. But I would be in an okay space where I could manage. And I wasn't always angry. Even if I was always like depressed, I wasn't always like outwardly angry. But when a friend would die, whether get killed, whatever the case may be, back then most friends were getting killed, car accidents and shit like that. It would take me 2-3 weeks, sometimes a month. And then I learned like I don't like being in this feeling that long. And what would keep me there is me telling myself that this shouldn't happen. This is fucked up. It shouldn't be happening like this. And I would stay in that space. And then I never forget Tara. Tara is good friend. Tara is my brother Dip's baby mother. Tara was killed on her 27th birthday. Tragic murder. It was at Tara's funeral, right? Well, not even at the funeral. It was leaving Tara's funeral, going to my mom's crib, having her obituary, and me and my brother Ray. He didn't check in yet. Yo, Doc Ace, what's going on? Eddie Kruger, what's going on? Me, my brother Ray, my mom, we was at my crib. We were smoking, having some drinks. And Ray read the obituary, right? And he was like, yo, did you really read this? I was like, yeah. He was like, nah, because I was crying at the window. He said, did you really read it? And he read it, and it changed my whole perspective. It said, God was walking through his garden looking for the perfect flower, saw you, and picked you. And that changed everything for me. Because I understood, like, why we pick flowers, right? I understood that. We go through the garden, we pick a flower. And yes, that is violence, right? We are committing violence when we pick a flower for our wife, for our daughter, for our mother, for any loved one, right? My fiance got flowers for me, right? So like you can get a flower for your brother, for your husband, whoever you're getting flowers for, that is an act of violence. But you pick it because to you, right, which is you are in higher consciousness than that flower, right? So to you, you have a better use of that flower than it just sitting in the garden. There's many flowers. The flowers are going to be okay. But each flower you pick, the other flowers, we know that flowers, plants are alive and they give signals and they respond when one is lost or taken, right? The soil, everything has vibration, so they know, right? Again, not the way we know, not the way we think that they know, but they know in their own capacity. So you pluck a flower, you give to your loved one to put a smile on their face. Is it not the same when we lose a loved one? Did God not take that loved one for a higher purpose? Perspective is key. We could be selfish, which is not a bad thing to be like, yo, I want, but like you cause your own suffering. In Buddhism, they teach that you can like escape suffering by your perception to that which is lost or the situation that you're currently in. So yeah, man, what if we saw grief and loss as necessary events in the process of life? How will we transform our lives? Right? This is indeed a mighty understanding that has the potential to greatly enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Right? But yeah, that's our word of the day. Process. Let's move right along, family, to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment is our need to know news of the day. And today's news is that tomorrow, Saturday, October 11th, is the first annual Domestic Violence Awareness Walk here in Astoria, Long Island City. And I got to give a huge shout out to my young sister, man, my girl, my little sis, man, Zena Benjamin and her organization, Noble Second Chances, for initiating and organizing this event. If you know Zena, you know what she's been through. If you don't know Zena, know that she's been through a whole lot. She's seen a lot. She's freaking done a lot, right? Not all positive, but she is who she is. She stands in her truth, right? And she has been, I've watched her, right, over the last few years. Really, like when you go back, she was always in the process of becoming who she is now. And she ain't even nowhere close to where she's going to be in 5 years, 10 years. But she is committed in school. She's running this organization, her nonprofit. And I'm extremely proud of the woman that she's become and the woman she's still becoming. She's an incredibly powerful force for empowering her community, the community of women, of Black women, that of those who are underserved. And the hoods of NYC, man, like from Queensbridge to Brooklyn to Harlem to the Bronx. Zena, people know Zena, right, for various different reasons. But if you know her, you know her. You know why you know her. You know she ain't nothing to play with, all right? But let's pull up her event and let's read some information. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Zena, I should have had it up already. My apologies, beloveds. But yeah, man, her organization is incredible. She's doing an incredible job. She did an awareness thing at 42nd Street at the Rest Steps a few days ago. Looking for her flyer break. So, that's the other one. Where's Zena? You gotta have it in one. All right, this is, maybe it'd be better on Instagram. The Domestic Violence Awareness Walk. Noble Second Chances is walking to break the silence, honor survivors, and bring hope to those still healing. Together, we raise our voices against domestic violence and stand for change in our community. It's tomorrow. Starting location is at Astoria Houses in front of the Community Center, 4-05 Astoria Boulevard. They're then going to stop in Ravenswood Houses on the corner of 35th Avenue and 21st Street. And the end location will be in Queensbridge Houses on the corner of 41st Avenue and 10th Street, aka The Hill. There's not a time. Time is 12 p.m. 12 p.m. So if this is something that matters to you, and I think it should matter, this is my perspective. I think we all should be more aware and engaged in the domestic violence, right? A lot of women have been killed. A lot of men have been abused. And when we talk about domestic violence, we have to understand it's not just romantic relationship, right? It's family relationship, family dynamics. That's domestic, right? We live together, my mother, father, son, daughter, right? Brother, sister. People abuse each other all the time. And we got to do something different. We got to speak up, man. Like I know a lot of us come from the era of my generation and those before me. What goes on in this house stays in this house, and that has caused trauma that has seeped into so many different capacities of our lives, right? That then leads to so much addictive behavior, avoidance behavior, right? Violent behavior, right? Self-harm, and things that are just ways that we really don't want to live, but it's traumatic. We've been through some trauma. Beat by your mom, beat by your dad, told you wasn't shit, cursed out, said that, you should have been dead, never should have had you. You look just like your daddy and he ain't shit, right? You know, your mom is a prostitute. All of the things that have been said to us about us, it causes pain, man. It causes harm, right? So this is a walk for survivors, families, and voices silenced by domestic violence. This is your moment. Walk with us, speak your truth, and turn pain into power. Necessary, man. Necessary. So if you guys can, please be there to support the young sis. It's going to be food at the end, right? Again, Zena, you know, she's an incredible human. She got great, big energy, all right? She's not afraid to tell her truth, speak her truth. And I'm just very proud of the woman that she's becoming, man, and, you know, who she's aligning herself with, the organization that she's connecting with, the rooms that she's getting in. And like I said, the work that she's putting in, man, I think she started a freaking weekly women's, like, circle, right, online virtual circle thing. She put out, yeah, she's a woman on the move. She's in school, right? She works full time. Yeah, I love to see it. Again, like, when you come from where we come from, projects, right? Effed up family dynamics, right? Because you could be in the projects and not have a project life, right? And you can not live in the projects and have a very effed up life. But I think when you have all of that at the same time, living in the hood, where, like, it's just a whole lot of people living on top of each other, not a lot of, you know, real open space, issues with the apartment, housing issues, elevator issues, right? All types of things going on in your building, in front of your building. And you then have the inside the home dynamic that is tough. Somebody in jail, somebody on drugs, somebody selling drugs, somebody in a gang, and there's violence coming to the home. Like, all of those things combined, it's very hard to break that cycle, man. It's not impossible, but it becomes very difficult without the right support and the right mindset, the right spirit. And so once again, salute this young sister, Zena. And again, if you can make it, it is tomorrow, October 11th, 2025, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., 12 p.m. They will be meeting in Astoria houses located in front of 4-05 Astoria Boulevard. Stop location, they are stopping in Ravenswood houses on the corner of 35th Avenue and 21st Street. And the end location is 41st Avenue and 10th Street on the hill in front of the community center next to CCD. They're walking down 21st Street. It's a necessary event. I got some stuff to do. I will not be able to make it. I spoke to her and let her know that, but I sent her my love, my support, and all of the good vibes. But yeah, if you can make it, please do make it necessary. Let's move right along, family, to our third segment of the day. Willie Will, what's going on? Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Third segment of the day. Today's third segment is our tip of the day. Today's tip is do not judge a book by its cover. Now, we've heard this before. Still, many of us fall victim to this process. We see somebody a certain way on the outside, and oftentimes we create situations that they may be going through, in aspects of their personality, just based on how they're dressed, how they're speaking, right? Their outward appearance, their cover, right? How they walk, right? Who they hang around, right? We judge books by their cover. A lot of us do, and we know that we shouldn't. A lot of us have, even if we don't anymore. So, like, how many can be honest and say that we've done that and or still do this? How many times have we been wrong? How many times have we judged a person, judged a book by its cover, and been wrong about somebody? I know I have. Yeah, this person ain't this person's like that, this person's like that. And it became the furthest thing from the truth. So I've been wrong. And just like, you know, I have been judged, right? I've been judged, right? Clearly, and I've judged simply by the cover. And just as folks have been wrong about me, people who judged me a certain way when I was in the streets and I was hustling and I was engaging in acts of violence, just like people judge me, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. If they said it, they knew I had a brilliant mind. I was inquisitive. I had a vision for myself. I just was really hurt. I was in a lot of pain and didn't know how to express that I was in pain. So I acted out in violence, which is the story of so many different men across races, across ethnic, cultural backgrounds, religious backgrounds, right? Just like people have been wrong about me, I've been wrong about others. I have absolutely been wrong in my judgments of others, right? Positive and negative. This person's an incredible person because they present themselves a certain way. Right? They dress nice, they talk nice, they got the degree, their nails are done, hair's done, they got fly haircut, fly jackets, whatever the case, it be man or woman. And you get to know them and like, whoa. So that goes for not judging negative, right? Not just judging negatively by someone's outward appearance, but also not judging positively by someone's outward appearance. Get to know somebody. Right? And clearly it's hard. It's the world of so many people. Life is so fast-paced. So get to know people for how you can know them. Right? And don't reserve judgment for later. Be like, all right, I'm getting to know this person. I don't know if they're a great person or not. Yo, the person got good energy. They use big words. Yo, it's a great person. Then they snake you. Or they snake somebody else. You're like, oh, you're devastated. Like, yo, I'm getting to know this person. I'm talking to this person. I'm hanging out with this person. I'm having lunch with this person, right? And I'm trying to see what we could do together, if anything, right? Whether that's business, romantic, platonic, whatever the case may be, right? So understand that we all live and grow. This is the truth. So rather than seeing a scrappy book and thinking it has nothing to offer, I challenge all of us to think of the opposite. When we see a scrappy book, think that it has a ton of gold. You see a book that's scrappy, a book that seems worn, somebody that seems like they rough around the edges, they got a lot of gold to offer, just lying beneath the surface, right? All you have to do is open the book. Open the book, take the time to read, take the time to get to know somebody, right? And you'll be surprised at what you uncover. You'll be surprised at what you discover. You'll be surprised at what's revealed to you. All right. That's the tip of the day. Don't judge a book by its cover. And let's move right along to Sefu said, I had a teacher say I was smarter than I looked after I did real good on the test. Oh, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Teachers definitely should say that. You're smarter than you look. You saying I look stupid? Like, is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say, that I look stupid based on what? Foul. Let's move right along, though. Fourth and final segment of the day. Fantasy's fourth segment, build of the day. Listen, you know what today is? Today we add to the history that's already been made, man. We add to the history that's already been made and further stamp our foot on a great legacy that is New York. Today we are shooting a movie. We are shooting a movie. We are going to Grand Central Station. We are going to see my billboards, see me on the billboards, 2 billboards, and then another photo as part of the Dear New York campaign. Shout out once again to Brandon Stanton, whole Humans of New York team. It's going to be a freaking vibe. I have not seen it yet. I've had friends starting to send in pictures. Y'all seen this thing? Y'all seen this? Y'all went over there? Friends are starting to send photos in front of it, right? Photos of it. It's freaking incredible, man. It's really incredible. So today we're going to see that. We're going to see that billboard, spend a few hours in Grand Central Station. This is exciting, man. Yesterday, my mother had the book out in Queensbridge. I bought the book in Queensbridge. She had the book out, and she showed every single person who was listening, look at my son, right? She showed the freaking one of the nurses from the floating hospital, look at my son, right? Showing the people on the line who probably didn't even understand what she was saying. They don't understand English too much, right? But she pointing to the picture and then point at me. That's my son. Right. Yeah, that was funny, man. But I love it. I love it, man. So today is lit. Today we got Ilflix, who's an incredible storyteller, visual storyteller. He's coming through. He'll be filming from Queensbridge, right? We're doing from Queensbridge to Grand Central. He'll be documenting the whole process, man. We got Therese. Therese is a young sister from Brooklyn who is part of the Echoes of Incarceration organization that I work with on Wednesdays. She'll be joining us, right? So Dear New York had a submission for high school students, right? Now that's part of the major campaign to be in the book, but they had a separate thing. So she submitted a photo of me, I think on the last day of submission. She submitted a photo of me that she took, and it got accepted. And so now there is also a portrait. The smaller photos, the high school students' photos are smaller. But yeah, she got a photo in the Dear New York exhibit. All right, so she'll be coming with a friend, and she'll be meeting us in Queensbridge. We'll be riding together again. My mama's coming, Mona's coming. I believe Brother Kruger's coming. You know what I mean? I think Brother Ray is coming. Right? Yeah, man. I call my man Harvey. Get Harvey out there. You know what I mean? This is massive, yo. Like, again, if you know, man. It's been a long journey. It's been a long path. But we still here, and we are getting better. We are getting sharper. We are getting wiser. We are still resilient, becoming more resilient, becoming more, just more golden. All right. So yeah, man, this is dope. This is epic, man. And then once we get to Grand Central, right? So we're taking the train over. We're gonna document the train ride, document, us in Queensbridge getting on the train. Once we get to Grand Central, 7 train platform going up to the 4-5 platform, where my girl Adrian said she saw the first, she was the first person to send me the photo, saying that, yo, you in Grand Central Station. And asked the Wiz actually, like, yo, coming up the 7 escalator, going to the 4-5 platform. That's where I seen it. All right, so that's where we're going. Once we get there, the Dear New York video team is going to be filming us. They're going to be capturing my reaction, the reactions of my family, my mama, my fiance, my bros, right? The young sister Therese. And then they're going to interview me afterwards, right, and do a solo interview. And it's something they're working on. They're capturing reactions of people who was in the campaign. But yeah, man, it just feels really good. It feels really good because I was telling Mona this morning, like, I feel the super level up, right? I'm acing my brain coaching certification program, right? 4 lessons done, 4 quizzes done, 3 100s and 184. The 84, the 2 questions I got wrong, I really got them wrong because I was really too tired to think and remember, right? And so I literally put the opposite of what it was. And I knew that once I put it, I was like, I submitted, like, I don't think I maybe got 1 or 2 wrong. And I was right. I got 2 wrong. And that was my 84. It was 11 out of 13. But the rest of them, you got 300s, man. Another lesson quiz we're going to finish tonight, tomorrow. And it'll be 5 the next week, week 6. We almost there, man. Like, we were damn near halfway through, right? 12 weeks goes by quick. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. I feel the level up season, right? This is harvest season. I'm ready to harvest, man. I've been sowing seeds. I've been planting seeds. And the people around me, they know that, all right? The people who are not even so much closest to me, people who I haven't seen in years, who even people I've never met who just see me on social media, they've seen me putting in so much work. And I've been consistent. And I've been putting in, like, different but the same: mental, emotional, physical health, spiritual well-being, right? Art, youth development and programming, right? Food justice, food access, right? Community, quality of life. I've been working on the same exact things for freaking 17 years. I've been doing the same exact things. It seems different because people are not used to a person doing so many different things. I am a Renaissance man. I've made films. I've written books. I've had films made about me. I've had books, right, where I'm featured in different capacities, right? I've been on the cover of magazines. People are not used to that. People want to put you in a box. I don't let nobody put me in a box, man. I am that I am that I am. Everything and all things at all times. You hear me? God, body, and the flesh, as you are, right? I just fully accept that. Fully accept when things are not going how I like them to go. It's something for me to adjust and address and to make and to transform, right? And something is, again, it's for the positive. Every breakdown leads to a breakthrough. The lows, the losses, the deaths, the divorces, the lost money, the change of income, all of the stuff, your low moments, give you the energy needed, the perspective needed to propel yourself to higher heights, higher than you were before. You got to know this shit, right? I mean, you don't have to, but I think it would benefit you to shift your perspective if that's not your perspective, because a lot of us, I know I have delayed my progress, if that's even a thing, because it's a process, right? So, like, yeah, man, we here, we outside, right? We're gonna go get a cut in a bit, take care of some things in the crib. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. Like, I'm ready to, like, go see this billboard. It's been up since Monday. I have not seen it. I've been itching to see it. Mona has been itching to see it. And we have not gone. I have not gone by myself. She has not gone by herself. But today's the day. We got the film crew. Everything is worked out. Everything is lined up. And this is why, again, sometimes it's better to wait and be patient, right? So you can line things up a certain way. Like, be strategic. Don't just, for me, like, I didn't just want to have the impulse and go see it and have the reaction and not have that reaction documented, because, like, from negative to positive, right? From suicidal ideation, from being shot, from prison, from severe mental health challenges, right? All of the pain to, like, being in Grand Central Station. That shit is massive. And this is something that I didn't have to pay for, right? Something that, like, yeah, I didn't have to, like, because I still got, the vision to create my own billboard in Times Square outside in my underwear line, right? And I'll pay for that. Nothing wrong with that. But this is different. And it's not just like a sneaker ad where, like, I'm modeling for Adidas or I'm modeling for Puma, right? Or I'm modeling my own World Halo sneakers, which is dope. This is part of something that's, like, it's historical, right? Like, this is historical. Dear New York, it fucking transformed the whole Grand Central Station. The whole thing is no advertisements for 2 weeks. The Grand Central Station, they said, there's only photos of people in this campaign. It's never been done before. Right, this is historical. Like, he said that this book, Dear New York, is his biggest book and his most in-depth book with stories that have never been told before. My story has never been seen, like, through his projects. I wasn't in Humans of New York. I wasn't in the book, nor was I on the social media. But I'm in the book, and I'm in the billboard, 2 billboards, and another photo. So I got 3 images in Grand Central Station right now with my face. Shit is fucking incredible, man. Dreams do come true, yo. You just gotta have the faith to see your vision through and not falter. You got to be able to endure. I'm about to start crying, man, because, like, it's just been hard, yo. It's been a freaking extremely brutal journey, and it's still a lot of tough moments. But I think I'm mastering myself. I'm not responding when situations may warrant a response, and a response may be deserving, but it's not what I want, because I know the response is not going to move me closer to my goals. So I hold it. I don't just, like, internalize it, hold it inside, but I keep it. but I transmute it. I speak it. I yell it. I'll talk to my fiance about how I feel about it. I'll talk to my bro how I feel about it, right? I may speak about it on the show. I may post about it on social media, not in detail, but like around what I'm feeling. So I'm not just holding it in, right? Because that's what a lot of us do. We hold it in and we don't express it at all. No, I just don't express to whoever may have I may have a conflict with, right? So, but yo, that's the show, man. We got things to do. We got to get up off this thing right on time. Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Fu said, perseverance is power. You damn right, my brother. Listen, Jocelyn, Antoine, thanks for tuning in. Peace and love. Yo, guys, I love you. If you come into Queensbridge, meet me there at 1 o'clock. Meet me in Queensbridge at the train station at 1 o'clock or sooner. Not too soon, not too much, not too soon. But yeah, I'll be there about 1 o'clock and get my haircut at 12. It's take about 45, 50 minutes. My face is already pretty cut. You got to line it up, right? Shave, razor, hot towel, all of that stuff. But it's going down, man. Meet me in Queensbridge. If you can't meet me in Queensbridge at 1 o'clock, meet me at Grand Central Station at 2 o'clock. Right. If you keep me at 2 o'clock, I'll be there till about 5, right? About 4:30, 5 o'clock, talking to people, taking photos, taking videos, all of that stuff, man. So listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's make history today. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you for all of the love. Thank you for everything that you are, everything that you do for me, for yourself, for the world, for your family. This world is what it is. And I think it's a challenging, tragic, yet beautiful place. And that's because of you. All right. So thanks for joining in this week. Thanks for joining in today. Please do join us right back here next week. Same time, same place, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. SRDaily with Personality Meets Enlightenment, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Once again, I'm your boy, LaShawn Sugar Marston. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. Get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. Be great and make it a great one. I love when you say that, Mona.